Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Say it,
certain.
swing.
Yes. So then
Yes,
that
sir.
means you know that you will know that it's not recorded. Whenever it's not recorded, no, you remind me because sometimes I may forget. So you should remind
Yes,
me,
sir.
yeah, in case I forget. Okay, circular motion is a new chapter we are starting today. Okay, when a body
Yes,
moves
sir.
along a circular path like this, along the circular path, radius of the path may be r or there. So such a motion is called circular motion. In uniform circular motion, what is uniform circular motion? The motion in which the speed remains constant, but the velocity will never be constant here. Speed means magnitude may be same everywhere. The value of magnitude of velocity will be the same, but the direction will keep on changing. What is the direction of velocity at any point of its motion? Direction of velocity is given by a tangent drawn at that point. You have to draw a tangent at that point. Tangent. Suppose you want to find a direction of velocity, the circle, the body is moving like this, maybe anti-clockwise or clockwise. If the body moves like this, here I draw a tangent. The circle is coming, I draw a tangent. The tangent will come like this. This is the direction of velocity. At this point, the direction of velocity will be like this. Value will be the same, but the direction will keep on changing like this. At any point randomly here, so the direction of velocity will be a tangent drawn at that point. You have to draw a tangent at that point. Then you get the direction of velocity. I think you know this in class 10 and lower classes also you have learned about it. Okay. We will define some certain terms related to the circular motion. Okay. This is about the related to circular motion. Okay, some terms. Okay. What is suppose the body moves from the point A and goes to the point B. Goes to the point B like this. A to B. This is center is here. This is called linear displacement. Linear displacement A to B. And with respect to the center, the angle changes. This is the angle of here, theta. This is called angular displacement, angle-wise displacement. Every time the angle from one point, the starting point, if the body moves, no, every time this angle keeps on changing everywhere. The angle changing at the center is called angular displacement, theta. We write here theta. Theta means angular displacement, angular displacement. Theta is called angular displacement. This radius is suppose r. Here also it is r. This one I'll mark as A to B. This is arc. I'll mark this as arc. Linear distance covered along the line is S. This is called arc. In mathematics, I think you have learned there is a formula in mathematics. Theta is equal to S by R. In trigonometry chapter, there is a formula that angle at the center is equal to arc by the radius, S divided by R. And this theta, SI unit is radian. SI unit of theta is radian. In short, we write here rad. Radian. Circular measure of angle. Circular measure of angle is called radian. You know, pi radian is equal to 180 degrees. I think you have done in mathematics also in the chapter of trigonometry. Pi radian is equal to 180 degree, or 180 degree is equal to pi radian. Okay. Theta is equal to S by R. And in the chapter of dimension I taught once, the quantity which has units but no dimension is angular displacement, this one. This should have no dimension because h is distance, r also distance. This is meter, this is also meter, or this is L, this is also L. These two cancel, so it has got no dimension, but it has a unit which is radian. So first formula you learned is theta is equal to S by R. Theta is equal to S by R. What is S? S is the arc divided by the radius. Or you can say linear distance divided by R. This is the value of theta. Okay, now we have angular speed. Angular speed denoted by the symbol omega. Omega. What is called linear speed? Linear speed is equal to distance by the time. Linear distance by time. That is S upon T will make the linear speed. And linear speed we can denote by V. What is angular speed? It is the displacement, that linear displacement by the time. So right here omega is equal to, we have theta upon time. This is the formula. Omega is equal to theta by T. Linear displacement by time is called angular speed. Okay, and further we can continue a little further or there. I'll take one revolution, one complete revolution around the circle, one complete revolution. In one complete revolution, do you know how much is the angle made? What is the total angle made at the center in one revolution? How much is the angle made? You can share with me. 360 degrees. But theta value, what is the value of theta then? How much radian? Radian wise. Theta value will be how much radian?
180.
No, 360 degrees is a full angle. 360 degrees equal to how many radians? Pi radian equal to 180 degrees. 180 degrees equal to pi. So 360 degrees will be equal to pi. How many pi? 2 pi, no?
2 pi.
2 pi means 360 degrees. The theta value, when I take 2 pi radian, then time will be, this is called what? Time of completing one revolution, that we'll call it time period, denoted by T. So we have the formula omega is equal to 2 pi by T. This is also a formula. Omega means angular speed. Omega is equal to 2 pi by T, radian per second. Unit will be radian per second. And we can little further continue and write on, 1 by time period will make frequency. We can write like this, 2 pi f also. 1 by T is becoming f. This is also a formula. What is the formula for omega? Formula for omega is theta by T. But when I take the value of theta 2 pi, that is one complete revolution, then time will be equal to the time period in that case. That timing is called time period. What is time period? Time taken by a body to complete one revolution, one round, exactly one round. And 1 by T will become f, frequency. What is the SI
So can you
unit?
please repeat the definition?
Definition of what? Angular displacement. Angular displacement per second is called angular speed.
Yes, sir.
SI unit is,
So no, sir.
SI
The
unit
time
is
taken you
radian.
told, no, sir. Beginning.
Definition of time period. Definition. Definition of time
Yes,
period is time taken to complete one revolution. For time period, as we all know that time taken
Yes, sir.
to complete. In case of pendulum, we say time taken to complete one oscillation. But here we say there is no oscillation. There is a revolution here. Time taken to complete one revolution is called time period.
Yes,
So
sir.
angular speed omega formula we have. This is read as omega. It is not read as W. It is read as omega. Omega. So angular speed omega formula we got theta by T or 2 pi by T or 2 pi f. Done. Okay. Finish. Say
No,
fast.
sir.
You
No,
can
sir.
finish.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now you give the heading relationship between. Next heading you give relationship between linear and angular speed. 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 Linear and angular speed. Linear means v, and angular speed within bracket at omega. Relationship between the linear speed under bracket at v and the angular speed under bracket at the omega. Let us find a relationship between them. How to find? You can write like this: linear speed v is equal to, first we write as s by t. Linear speed v is equal to s by t. Linear distance by time. Speed formula we have distance by that time, but the distance I am taking as this distance is s by time. We'll continue further. S is equal to, you know the formula, theta is equal to, we have s by r. Therefore, s value will come theta r. Theta r is the value of s. Instead of s, I write it theta r by t. Continue further. Right? V as it is. Theta by t. What is it called? Please check. Theta by t. What do we call it? Angular displacement upon the time. What is it called? Omega. Yes, omega. Here let omega. This is the formula. V is equal to omega. V is equal to R. This is the formula of linear velocity. So linear speed is equal to linear speed into the radius. This is the formula. So this is the relationship. What about linear velocity? You can write a velocity wise. You know, this is a speed means only the magnitude of velocity. How do we write linear velocity and the angular velocity relationship? There we will be writing that it's v equal to omega cross r. We write like this because we know the velocity is perpendicular to r and it's also perpendicular to the angular velocity. So this way we write. Cross product way we write. This is called linear velocity. Linear velocity means with the vector and linear velocity. Omega is called angular velocity now. Angular velocity, and r is radius vector. Because we know the velocity direction is perpendicular to the radius. So this cross product time, the vector will be perpendicular to both, perpendicular to v omega and also perpendicular to r. So in vector form, we write like this: linear velocity and angular velocity relationship we will pick like this. But speed wise, we will be picking without arrow. Linear velocity is equal to linear speed is equal to angular speed into the radius. And vector wise, this velocity wise, we will write like choose this equation. You may get this question even in the MCQ, I mean multiple choice question. Okay, finished, copied, done, boys. Now we will proceed further.
Sir.
Okay. Now, when a body moves, in a circular path like this, when a body moves in a circular path like this, it experiences a force. Do you know what force does it experience? I think you have done in class 10. There will be a force acting on the body, and that force is called centripetal force. What is the name given to that force? Centripetal force. and that centripetal force provides an acceleration. Centripetal force is the force acting towards the center. Or in fact, there will be acceleration in the body, and the direction of acceleration is vector. The direction of that acceleration will be towards the center, and that acceleration is called centripetal acceleration. You can give the heading expression for, give the heading expression for centripetal acceleration and force. Centripetal and force. This is the heading. Expression for centripetal acceleration and force. We are going to find a formula for centripetal acceleration and centripetal force. Why there will be acceleration? Because there is a change in the velocity throughout. Velocity keeps on changing. Why velocity changes? Because of changing the direction. At this point, the tangent will be coming in this direction. At this point, the tangent direction will be, it will keep on changing. Due to changing the direction, speed will remain the same, but velocity will keep on changing. And then when velocity changes, there will be acceleration, because we know acceleration is equal to change in velocity by the time. Acceleration formula is equal to change in velocity by the time. I'll take 2 points here. Anywhere you can take randomly. I'm taking 2 point. 1 point I'll take it here A, and I'll take it here B. What is the direction of velocity? Direction of velocity is here V1. Here the direction of velocity is V2. Tangent drawn at that point. Magnitude will be the same. V1 value is V, here we write V2 value is V. Both the velocities, magnitude are same, only the directions are different. So what we will do, we will be finding change in velocity, right? A change in velocity is equal to V2 minus V1. We write like this. Change in velocity means V2 minus V1. Vector difference, we can't subtract directly. Direction matters. Let us draw a vector diagram for this to show V2 minus V1. Let us draw a vector diagram here. I'll draw a vector diagram here. Origin O, V2 is positive. V2 direction I'll keep the same. V2 direction I'm keeping the same. This is V2. The value is V only. The value is V. V2 is equal to V. Magnitude is the same. Minus V1 I have to do. So V1 is going like this. I'll change the direction. I'll be doing like this. Minus V1. This is going like this. I'll just put it in opposite direction here. It may be coming with the slanting way like this. And minus V1, then the value is same only, V only. Then where is delta V? Delta V will come here like this. This is delta V. Delta V comes here. We'll show the angle theta. Angle theta will be always the angle between two equal sides. You know, when I draw like this, one line here, this is radius, this is also radius, here is angle theta. This is V, here is the angle theta. Here we show the angle theta. Angular displacement, we show it there. And here I will be writing like this. You know the formula theta is equal to R by radius. We write that theta is equal to delta V by V. Delta V by any radius. Radius is equal to V here. Therefore, okay. I think the connection was lost. We are back. Centripetal acceleration formula A is equal to delta V. You know acceleration formula, they are changing velocity by the time. A delta V value I'll put here, V theta by time. V I'll keep as it is. Theta by T. What is it called? Tell me. Theta by time, what do we call it? Please share your answer.
Omega.
Theta by T. Omega, yes. Theta by T will become omega here. So we have the formula A equal to V omega. I'll continue it further at A as it is, V as it is. You know, V is equal to, we have the formula omega R. Therefore, omega value, what can I put here? V by R is the value of omega. omega value I'll put here v by r. Ultimately, the formula becomes v square by r. This is the formula of centripetal acceleration. Centripetal acceleration formula A is equal to v square by r. Understood? This becomes the formula. Derivation is also important here. The derivation may carry 3 marks. Tell me any point which you did not understand, I'll clarify.
Sir, can you repeat
What is
it?
it?
Sir, that repeat
From
that
where?
centripetal acceleration after that, from that centripetal acceleration.
From here.
Yes, sir.
From
Yes,
where
sir.
to repeat?
Yes, sir.
Acceleration formula is what? You know the formula of acceleration? Acceleration is equal to change in velocity by that time, no? Change in velocity upon time. Like
Yes,
this.
sir.
Change in velocity with delta v by time. Delta v value, how much do we have? V theta, I'll put that value. If v as in theta by t becomes omega, and we found relationship no, between the omega and v. V is equal to omega r, therefore omega value will become v by r. Omega value like v by r. So v into v becomes v square by r. So this is the formula. This is the formula of centripetal acceleration. Now, right, therefore,
Okay, sir.
whichever direction the acceleration acts, you can see that acceleration direction will be towards the center always. Whichever direction the acceleration acts, same direction the force will act. Right? On therefore, centripetal force F equal to m into a, right? F as it is m. A value will put v square by r. So this is the formula. This is the formula of centripetal force. F equal to mv square by r. Magnitude of centripetal force. And direction is always towards the center. So this is the formula of centripetal force. Though this formula we can express in terms of omega also. For two ways we can express centripetal force. Either F is equal to mv square by r or F is equal to m omega square r. Understood? Done.
What happened?
What happened? What?
Sir, in after that
What
F equal to
happened?
mv square. Sir, F equal to mv square by r. After that, what happened?
I'll put the value of v. V value is what? What is the formula of v in terms of omega? V is equal to omega r or not? V equal to
Yes,
omega
sir.
r.
Yes, sir.
Putting square is there, just omega square r square. 1 r cancels. And now see what is the result. What answer do you get?
Okay, sir.
So two ways we can have the formula of centripetal force. F is equal to mv square by r and the other way is m omega square r. What is centrifugal force? Centrifugal force is the force acting on the body away from the center, away. Both centripetal force and centrifugal force have same magnitude, equal magnitude, but opposite in direction. Direction-wise, they will be opposite. If I have to write a formula of centrifugal force, what is the formula of centrifugal force? Same formula, same formula. Centripetal force and the centrifugal force formula is the same. Only the direction-wise, they are opposite. Centripetal is towards the center and centrifugal is away from the center. But the formula remains the same. Both will have same formula, mv square by r or m omega square r. This is the formula in terms of v, this is the formula in terms of omega. And what is the SI unit of omega? Radian per second. And unit of v is meter per second. So you got the derivations of the formula. Okay? What is the formula of centripetal force? mv square by r or m omega square r. Depending upon the situation we have to use. If v is given, we'll be using mv square by r. If omega is given, we write only omega square r. What is the formula of centripetal acceleration? Again, two formula. M you remove, then v square by r or omega square r. Centripetal acceleration formula. Done? Okay?
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Yeah. Next class, I'll discuss about the application of centripetal force. Okay. There will be different situations here, and the theory part will be over in the next period. So this chapter is not very long. It is short only. So after that, we'll be doing the numericals. Okay. I think you can do this much for the time being. Huh? Okay. Thank you. Huh?
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Bye, sir.
धन्यवाद sir.